Outfit7's history dates back to the early 2010s. Producing characters like Talking Tom, Talking Ben, and Talking Angela, there is no doubt that Outfit7 has left a massive mark on mobile gaming history. A lot of you guys enjoyed my first video covering every Outfit7 lost media, so I thought I'd give you guys a part 2. If you haven't already, I suggest you go watch part 1 before you watch this video. It'll be the first link in the description, so go check that video out first. But as a quick recap, in the first part we covered 5 lost games that Outfit7 produced in their early years, and they revealed a lot about the nature of Outfit7 as a company, especially early on. They were honestly quite scammy, with most of their apps being either misleading or completely useless. But I mean, at the end of the day, they ended up giving us the Talking Friends franchise, so I guess that's something. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into our first app. Hug the World was the 6th app to ever be developed by Outfit7. Using this app, you were able to send pictures to your friends through the internet. The point was that you would take a picture of yourself hugging someone and then upload that to a website like Facebook. Now, you might be thinking that this app is pretty useless, and you would mostly be right, but the main feature of this app was a leaderboard that tracked how many times your photo got shared and how many countries it ended up reaching. It's still kind of useless, but let's check out the website's page. As you guys can see right here in the apps list, we have Hug the World right here. So it says send hugs to your friends, then keep track. So basically you play by sending hugs to your friends on Facebook, your friends then send it to their friends, and their friends send it to their friends, and so on. And the goal is to reach as many people and countries as you can. So basically I guess you would press this button right here to send a hug. And in the game stats you can see the last recipients of your hugs, which is all the players who accepted a hug that originated from you, and a map and list of the countries your hugs have reached. And basically there would be a list of the top 1,000 huggers in the app, and it's the players who've had the most hugs accepted. And yeah, right here you can see Deborah Susan in the United Kingdom is 19th place and has 3 hugs, and so on and so forth. I've also found the iTunes page for this app, and as you can see it was a free app and it was released on May 11th, 2010. But yeah, as you can see there's still the same screenshots that we saw on the website, and unfortunately this time there are no reviews because I don't think enough people downloaded this app. But one thing that I thought was really cool is that right here it says Isa stats, and if you didn't know, Isa is actually the wife of Samuel Login, who was the CEO of Outfit7. So it's pretty cool that this screenshot was from her phone. Actually, I lied. On the AndroLib page for this app, there is actually a review if you scroll down. And as you can see right here, Gisela in 2010 rated the app 2 stars, saying that it's too slow, makes my phone force close all the time. It needs to be improved. So yeah, I really don't know how you mess an app like this up. Like, why is this crashing people's phones? Our next app is Football World Champ. This app was released around the 2010 Olympics, and it was the 7th app to ever be developed by Outfit7. Basically, you could use the app to take part in a worldwide football tournament. You basically choose a country, and I guess you're able to pass an imaginary ball to your friends, and by doing this your country racks up points, and the country with the most points wins. Again, this app also had Facebook integration, so let's check out the website page. As you can see right here, Football World Champ, play football with your Facebook friends. And so basically, yeah, this was a game integrated with Facebook to enhance the social gaming experience. And the game enables all Facebook users to participate in the biggest sporting event of 2010. Every user can choose the country he/she wants to play for. Even if your country's team didn't make it to the real 2010 FIFA World Cup in South Africa, you can play for it online. And so I guess this is kind of how the app/website would look. As you can see, I mean, there was some merch they were selling, I guess, and yeah, you press this button to get the ball. The rules are very simple. You can kick the ball only to your friends on Facebook. If you kick the ball to a friend who plays for the same country, it is counted as a pass, but if you kick it to a friend who plays for another country, you score a goal. If you only have friends who play for one country, you can pass the ball to them, and if one of them scores, you also score. And the winner is the country that scores the most goals. So I wasn't able to find an iTunes page, but I was able to find another AndroLib page, and yeah, as you can see, the ratings are not looking very good. There are screenshots from the app on here, but they're a bit too small to see. But when we go down to the ratings, we see one 5-star rating. That's the first one we've seen out of every game I've covered so far in the series. Something's off, so let's read it. If you encounter a force close, please contact us at support@outfit7.com. So yeah, this is just an employee at Outfit7. And so yeah, this person named Marco, I guess, was an employee at the time, and checking his profile, we can actually see that he left a couple of comments on Outfit7's different apps. And so on Save the World Now, he rated it 5 stars and said funny. On Hug the World, so this wasn't actually visible on the archived page, but now we can actually see that he did reply to Gisela from earlier. And so he said, Gisela, I'm sorry to hear that. We would appreciate it if you could contact us via support@outfit7.com so we can fix the problem. So I guess both of these games had forced close where the app would just like crash randomly. But yeah, I hope Marco's doing good right now 15 years later. Football World Champ marks the end of the scammy Outfit7 apps. This is when they switched from creating these like photo album and social media integrated apps to making actual games. Beginning with the character we all know and love, Talking Tom. Now, the original Talking Tom was removed from the App Store and remade to look a lot newer, but the OG version is mostly found, with the only lost versions of this game being the paid versions. You see, even though Talking Tom was a free game, there were extra actions that Tom could do that were hidden behind a paywall. And because the game is no longer in the App Store and you can't pay for the paid versions, there are a bunch of versions from this game that are missing. The OG Talking Tom received updates during the time that it was up on the App Store, and while they were minor, usually just like changing the UI or just something very specific, this basically means that there are a bunch of versions of the game out there that are completely lost. What's also quite interesting is the fact that the first 10 talking games that Outfit7 ever produced are now removed from the App Store. I'm not sure why Outfit7 decided that it would be a good idea to remove the games that people loved the most and made Outfit7 what it is today, but I guess in their mind the games were too old and it would probably be too tedious to update all of them, so they just decided to revamp the original Talking Tom and call it a day. So that means that Talking Baby Hippo, Talking Larry the Bird, Talking Harry the Hedgehog, Talking Roby the Robot, Talking Rex the Dinosaur, Talking Santa, Talking John the Bacteria, Talking Gina the Giraffe, and Talking Leela the Fairy are all removed. But even though these games are removed, you can still access most of them by downloading an IPA file or an APK file and sideloading it onto your device. But something that is actually lost is the Talking Santa meets Ginger, and more specifically, the iOS version. You see, when this game was released, for some reason Outfit7 decided to make it a separate game on the Android edition, but make it an in-app purchase on the iOS edition. This causes a few issues, with the main one being the fact that even if someone had paid for the in-app purchases at one point in time, they are not able to dump the IPA file and allow others to install it. The only way to allow someone else to play the Talking Santa meets Ginger game would be if someone shared the IPA file and a bunch of other container files from their phone. This would require the person who is sharing the IPA to jailbreak their device and the person who wants to download it to also jailbreak their device, since this method requires root access. And it's also not very straightforward. I mean, you need to like look through all the folders in your root and find the ones specifically pertaining to Talking Ben and Ginger. And since the game's release in 2011, no one has yet done this, rendering the iOS version still lost after 14 years. Now you might be wondering how we were able to get the Talking Tom paid version but not the Talking Santa paid version. And simply put, the paid version of Talking Tom was a separate app at one point in time until they made it an in-app purchase. And that's why some versions of the paid Talking Tom will never be found. But at least we have some of those versions, so it's not completely lost. But unfortunately, Talking Santa meets Ginger will probably be lost forever. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to drop a like and subscribe so you can be notified when the next part of the series is posted. We're trying to hit 1 mil by the end of the year, and I think we can do it, so your support would be greatly appreciated. There's still a lot more lost media from Outfit7 that I have yet to cover, so drop a comment and tell me your favorite one that you want me to talk about next. See ya!